What's up, everybody? Welcome to the very first episode of Game Side Chats. We're here with my man and brother-in-law and bestest good friend, Dustin, Clary.
What's up?
Hey. Alright, so, thank you, first of all, if this is your first time joining us, thank you, because it's also our first time joining you. So, if you're watching this, thank you so much. We appreciate the support. We appreciate you watching two dudes play some video games and talk to each other.
That was professional. I like that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, sir. We strive for professionalism here.
Are you sure this isn't like your third
channel
or something?
Well, you know, I change my name every once in a while.
Yeah.
Every few days.
Oh, it's going to be good.
Oh man, we got incoming textuses. But no, thank you guys for being here. The fact that you're here on episode 1 is just amazing. Hats off, salute to you. But so just to give you guys a rundown of what we're doing here with Game Side Chats, it kind of is what it sounds like. We're going to be here talking about some news, some different games, our opinions on some different, maybe not always games, but aspects of the gaming industry or gaming as a whole.
And actually trying to hold a conversation while playing a game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That might be the funnest part of the whole thing. Just trying to have a conversation. Hopefully it's not like, yeah. Fortnite.
Yeah. I brought my A game. We're playing Call of Duty, and I've got my Mountain Dew. It was a coincidence.
Oh snap! We are going straight bro status here. But yeah. So today we are playing. While we chat, we are playing Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombie Mode. Oh man. Okay, so a disclaimer: I'm garbage at this game.
Oh, I'm worse than that.
Awesome.
Like, yeah.
Worse than garbage. It's gonna be a good time.
I haven't played one of these seriously since Modern Warfare 2.
Oh man, the last one that I seriously jumped into was, at least on the online community or the extras, other than the campaign, was honestly Black Ops 1.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I've told you before. Me and one of my old roommates, we eat, slept, and breathed zombie mode in Black Ops 1. It was unhealthy. Yeah. It was very unhealthy. Oh man. But yeah, so we're gonna jump into playing Black Ops 3 Zombies, and we are going to be talking about some topics. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the game started, and we are going to jump into conversation.
Yeah. So I mean, honestly, this takes forever to load in.
It does. Yeah. It does. So if you've heard about it, so first of all, Spiderman.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, how excited are you for Spider-Man?
I would slap my mother, and I think I have for this game.
No, that's brutal.
No, I'm very, very excited for this game. I pre-ordered it a while back.
Nice.
I tried to get the collector's edition, but everybody was sold out. So, yeah.
Sad day, man.
Yeah, another piece of plastic go on the shelf.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, man. I'm very excited. I did not pre-order it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I probably won't, or if they're even still taking pre-orders at this point. I'll try to snag it whenever I can, but I mean, Spider-Man is everyone's like favorite hero, you know? Good.
No, I mean, it's like Grand Theft Auto in the sense that, like, you know, you steal a car, you drive around, you shoot people and stuff. Spider-Man, you just web around New York City.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm 100% with you. And so, with that being said, I'm really excited about it. You're really excited about it. Have you seen the post that has been seen on Reddit, where it basically has compared a screenshot from E3 to actual gameplay that I'm assuming some beta tester or whatever has?
I think what you're referring to is Puddlegate. Is this?
Oh yes.
That's what you're talking about?
That is correct, sir. Yes. Puddlegate. Brilliant name. Like I'm so excited that things are still being called like something gate.
I think I made it up. I'm not exactly sure.
Did you?
You know? I don't know.
Oh!
I don't know. Like, we got to get this hashtag.
We do. Hashtag Puddlegate. We're starting it. I'm actually gonna type that in when we take our first break, just to see if it's a thing.
Okay.
I'm hoping that it's not, because how cool would that be to be able to say, like, yeah, I started Puddlegate. It's amazing.
Well, I mean, it's the dumbest argument.
But if you have not seen it, if you have not seen this photo, I'll post a link to it in the description of the video. But essentially what it is, in the E3 version, you see Spider-Man, and he's chilling on a wall like Spider-Man does, and underneath of him are some baddies, and there's some puddles on the floor. Some beautiful puddles, I might add. They're
very
beautifully
glossy.
yes, beautifully rendered. Spider-Man himself is actually looking pretty greasy. He's a very shiny Spider-Man.
Yeah, covered in some like canola oil or something.
Yeah, exactly. But it looks beautiful.
I mean, that's the dumb part about the argument, is it still looks beautiful. Like, even...
It does.
Yeah.
It does. I'm definitely not going to argue with that. It's still a great looking game. But in this post, they wow, our controllers have come alive. All right. It's this beautiful, glossy, very polished game screenshot from E3, and then underneath of it, the poster, I forget his name, you'll have to forgive me, but underneath of it, he has posted a screenshot of just some standard gameplay, and the puddles are significantly lacking, as is Spider-Man's greasy self.
Yeah.
It
looks much flatter, you know, there's a lot more concrete showing versus, you know, water standing on the ground. The puddles are not there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the puddles are gone. Well, not gone. Brain, why you no work? I'm incorrect. The puddles are not gone. They are significantly smaller and pulled off to the side. The thing is, though, there was a... Ow! I'm dying! I'm dead. But there was a... there was a conversation had with one of the developers.
Oh, God, I'm going to die, too.
No, you're doing great. Oh,
yeah.
We are trash.
We are really bad at this game.
Restart!
Why couldn't you pick, like, Kirby or something?
Gosh. Darn it! Why? If we get really bad, we'll just switch to online. Just straight online multiplayer or something.
Right. Okay.
But the question here is...
Are they doing something insidious? Did they lessen the power of the game? Did they take away some of the graphical, you know, splendor that is Spider-Man?
Right.
To make it run better.
And that's exactly the question. In an article from Game Informer, they interviewed one of the developers, and he said that they have not downgraded the graphics whatsoever. Now, what I want to say to that is that I'm kind of concerned that he's using words to trick us. So,
downgrade like that sometimes.
Yeah. What I mean is, downgrading graphics can mean a lot of things depending on how you look at it. You can look at it in terms of when you actually build the model. You can decrease the number of polygons in the mesh, meaning it's not going to be quite as detailed. I mean, as you decrease the polygons, your model will become more polygonal in look.
Okay.
Now, I don't think that's the case here, but that's just an example of downgrading graphics. Another thing that it could mean is that maybe you're not putting as much quality into the texturing or the skinning of your characters, or which is, this is my opinion on what has happened here, in whatever engine they're using. I'm going to get a little technical here from kind of like the development standpoint. There's a thing called and don't bash me if I'm wrong. I am talking from a very general development standpoint. I don't 100% understand every aspect of what I'm about to say. But there's a thing called ray tracing. And essentially what it is the engine tracing rays of light and essentially telling the game itself, okay, how do I display these rays? What do I do with the rays as I'm tracing them? So something that has a very high quality level of ray tracing, you get that very glossy look, the very shiny. You see reflections in everything because you're tracing a lot of light rays and seeing what's happening as they hit objects. I have a feeling, and this is total speculation, I have a feeling that they have reduced the, I don't know the term, the level or the quality of light tracing. So I think maybe by saying they haven't downgraded the graphics that he's not technically lying in maybe how he's using the term graphics. Maybe. Okay. But I mean that's my first thought.
Well, see, this is the part that I'm wondering about. He said that it's just the position of the sun.
Right.
This is an open world game, so you know certain areas, you know, they're not always going to look exactly the same. It wouldn't make sense for the puddles to still be there if it's a hot sunny day.
Right. I agree.
You know, they're going to evaporate. They're going to get smaller, and that's what makes the world feel alive.
Right. Which props to them. If they went as far as making puddles evaporate in their game, that's pretty impressive. Sorry, continue.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's a real possibility that that area doesn't look right because it's just a different part of the day, you know?
It's very true. That's very true. So, and to your point that you brought up earlier, regardless, it still looks great. I'm still going to play the heck out of it when it comes out.
Yeah.
Nothing in the world is going to deter me from playing Spider-Man.
Another issue that's been coming up is the length of the game. Like, this was a big deal when God of War came out. Did you hear about this?
No, I haven't. Inform us.
So it's going to be about a 20-hour game.
Okay. All right.
That's a killer for you too?
Not a killer, but definitely a downer.
It's just kind of odd because, like, at least back in my day, you know, like watching or playing like the original God of War and like, you know, certain games, they were only about 7 hours, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I don't see anything wrong with 20. You know, plus you're gonna have like a lot of in-game content.
Right. Like collectibles and side quests that probably randomly generate and stuff. I threw a grenade right at me!
There you go.
Why can't I get out the door?
Turn around. Everybody's dead.
Oh, sweet. Okay. I totally lost track of what I was saying. Oh, sorry. Where was I? In-game content. That's right. Wow. Yeah. That was a struggle point. I'm sure there would be kind of randomly generated side quests and
plus they're gonna have DLC and stuff like that. Like this game is gonna you're gonna be playing this for the next year.
Yeah, I think we've probably gotten spoiled on games that are like 80 hours, 120 hours.
Yeah, like everything can't be The Witcher 3.
Yeah,
Fallout 4.
Yeah. Like, I 100% agree with you there. So I'm really excited about it, even with the shocking revelation that it's only 20 hours.
I don't know how we'll survive. Like,
I don't know, man. Well, okay, so there was a Spider-Man game way back with PS2 called Ultimate Spider-Man. Are you familiar with that game?
I didn't like the show, so I never played the game.
Okay. So,
oh my god, I'm dead again.
Pull your own weight! No, just kidding.
It's hard to do this and talk at the same time.
It is. Okay. Hey, we got one round farther than last time.
And I think I got like 2 extra kills.
Hey, moving up. It's a good thing the gameplay is not actually the point of this show. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. If it was, this would not last very long.
Oh my gosh, no. We'd have negative subscribers.
Through the power of editing, you might make this look good.
But So Ultimate Spider-Man, I had a lot of fun with it. I thought it was a great game. It was the first Spider-Man game where I felt like the swinging mechanics actually felt good and felt natural. I actually preferred the swinging mechanics in Ultimate Spider-Man on PS2 over, what was it, Web of Shadows for PS3.
Yeah.
It felt really clunky in Web of Shadows.
Now that you're mentioning that, that's one thing that I've seen in the new Spider-Man game that looks kind of odd.
Really?
Yeah, okay, you see him jumping off, like, the buildings and stuff, and when he starts the animation of, like, actually swinging and stuff,
yeah.
Before he shoots the web, he stops his descent. It bugs the out of me every time I see it.
Dang. So it's like he's falling, then he, like, freezes and then shoots?
He like, starts, like, a forward momentum and shoots.
Oh.
And swings. It looks very jarring, like... I don't know if anybody else has noticed it.
I'm gonna have to look at that, like, and actually pay attention to that point.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Not saying it's not gonna be fun, because I mean,
right,
I'm gonna play it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Come on,
but yeah, my whole point of bringing Ultimate Spider-Man up was I replayed that game at least 4 times. I thought it was so fun. I had so much fun playing as Spider-Man and Venom. That was a really cool.
You could play as Venom?
You could play as Venom. Huh. Yeah, it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. And so maybe a short Spider-Man game may actually lend itself to more replayability.
It might.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, as long as it's fun, you know, why not?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. Bottom line is the game looks amazing. Whether or not there are 2 puddles or, 5, whether or not Spider-Man is covered in a coat of his own sweat. That's what I'm just gonna call Gleam on characters from now on. Like, sweat. Do you have any sweat? Nah, not too much.
A little bit of sheen.
A little bit. You were kind of glowing around the outside.
Yeah.
That was nice.
That's that, like, 3rd round sweat.
Yeah. So let's switch topics a little bit.
Yeah, you were asking me if I knew anything about Ninja.
Yeah. So if you haven't at least heard of who Ninja is, you're a casual gamer at best. I've
never heard of him.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me. I'll narrow down the field.
I did look into this.
Okay.
But,
I'll narrow down the field a little bit. If you haven't heard of Ninja, you're either a casual gamer at best, or you just don't give a crap about FortNite, which is very possible.
Well, I think I'm both.
You're a little bit more than a casual gamer, I think.
Nah.
Okay. All right. We'll go with it. But
I buy a lot of games. I just don't play most of them.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
There's so many games up there on the shelf where I'm like, one day.
No, I would say you're like a true gamer.
Yeah.
Like you play a little bit of everything, you know.
Yeah.
And plus all these games, like, oh my god.
Okay, so you can see a lot of games up there, but honest to goodness, I have maybe started a 4th of them.
Okay.
But anyway.
Yeah, okay.
So Ninja. Ninja is one of the for the uninformed. Ninja is one of the top FortNite players in the world, and this would not be a gaming show if we did not talk about FortNite. Yeah, so you just did something awesome. No idea what it is. But it wouldn't be a gaming show if we didn't talk about FortNite at least one time. And so this is going to be it. And actually, ironically, it kind of has nothing to do with FortNite. It's more about Ninja. So Ninja did an interview recently. And this is kind of old news at this point, but I think it's an interesting talking point. So that's why I'm bringing it back up.
Yeah.
So Ninja was doing an interview with, I forget the company, forgive me, I'll have to look it up later. And they were doing, it's kind of one of those interviews where the interviewer themselves doesn't really know what the piece is going to be about. They're just kind of throwing 100 questions at him, and it's like an hour-long interview, and I'm dead. And so the interviewee answers, then later the interviewer, golly day, we stink, man.
I think I ran into my own grenade.
Epic.
Yeah.
But the interviewer later takes the information and decides what the article is going to be about.
Yeah, buckshot approach. Just ask a bunch of stuff, see what sticks.
Exactly. Yeah. And so one of the questions that I'm sure Ninja had no idea that this was going to be the topic of this guy's article, he asked something about, like, do you only, like, we see you only streaming with males. What's up with that? Yeah. And Ninja essentially said that, you know, I don't stream with females. It's my, kind of like his personal policy. And the reason that he said was, and I'm paraphrasing, so bear with me. He said that basically it's out of a concern of protecting him and his wife's marriage from internet trolls.
And I think probably the female streamer.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Because, I mean, I didn't know anything about this guy before. All I read was that article. And I gotta be honest, I totally agree with the guy. Like, when you get to that level of fame, and you become an influencer, or whatever you want to call it.
Right, right.
You gotta think about these kind of things. Like, people are kind of awful sometimes.
Yeah.
And, you know, they see you hanging out with another female streamer or something, they're going to start harassing her, they might send her death threats, like, I don't know, they might come after you. Yeah. Like,
yeah, and one thing that I can't remember if he mentioned or not. My chair just squeaked really bad. I can't remember if he actually said this or not, or if it was just something that I was thinking or whatever. But you don't want some internet troll to start a rumor either.
Yeah.
So let's say that Ninja and this girl stream together, and they have a good time. They're playing FortNite. They have fun. They do well. You know, whatever. It's a perfectly fine, you know, interaction. There's nothing morally ambiguous. They don't flirt or anything.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you can take anything and turn it into anything else. And all it takes is one internet troll to say, oh, well, did you see that part at like 2 minutes and 45 seconds where they locked eye contact? Ooh. It was a moment.
Across the internet.
And then, bam, all of a sudden, like, Ninja has to defend himself. His wife is put in a weird position where she's...
I don't know if you would hear rumors or something, like on her level, on like the everyday person level, but yeah, you know.
Well, with someone as big as Ninja, like, that could blow up.
You think it would actually be on the news or something?
Maybe not. I mean, not like mainstream news or anything. Like, you wouldn't flip on Wavy TV 10 and it'd be like, Ninja streams with girl and flirts.
Yeah.
But I think that some of the I don't know, news teams out there that kind of just do internet-based articles, they might take it and run with it just for reader numbers, you know, like if, because I mean, Ninja pulls in a lot of people are watching him, and so a lot of people are gonna eat up anything, any kind of like, oh, it's a Ninja, what's the word I'm looking for, not conspiracy,
scandal.
Yes, controversy. That's the word I was looking for.
Okay.
Controversy. And so people are going to eat that up because millions of people watch this guy play FortNite. But yeah, I mean, I'm right with you and I'm right with him. I mean, he said that, and he even went on record to clarify what he meant, and he made sure to say, I'm not streaming with females because they're females, and I don't have respect for female gamers or anything. It's purely to protect his wife and his marriage, and honestly, I gotta say I respect that. As someone that's married myself, you know, a marriage is a really important thing, and the simplest things can cause strife and disagreements and arguments, and it's just, you gotta be careful.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful, and so I really respect you know, what he did, the position that he took on it, and for him coming out and defending his position on it.
No.
Oh my gosh, if you guys can hear a child in the background, I promise he's okay. It's my son, and he's like, Dada! And before, you know, you call Child Protective Services, don't worry, my wife is down there with him. I have not left him alone. It's fine. But good. Oh, behind
you! One of the things I didn't understand about the article, too, was they kind of implied that, you know, it's his responsibility to, well, not his responsibility, but, you know, having these streamers on his stream, like, hosting them or whatever, is kind of a service that he's doing for the rest of Twitch, like, helping them gain numbers and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't see how that's his responsibility, like,
yeah.
You know, if you're friends with somebody, I could see, you know, helping them out or trying to help them, you know, gain some numbers, but...
Right.
You know.
And again, we're 100% in agreement. And, I mean, that it is a true statement. Anyone that streams with Ninja is probably going to get a jump in their subscribers or... I got you. I'm coming.
Thank you.
Maybe, if I can make it. Anyone that streams with Ninja is... Oh, okay, that works. Anyone that streams with Ninja is going to get a jump in their followers and their popularity. And so, one argument that I heard is that if Ninja won't stream with women, you're automatically limiting the, I guess, this cool benefit of streaming with Ninja, and you're limiting it from women. And I get it. It sucks. But just like you said, like, that's not his responsibility. Ninja has gotten where he's gotten because of, I mean, the hard work that he's put in. He streams multiple hours a day. As much as, you know, we all would like to say, like, oh, he's got it easy. He just plays video games all day.
No,
it's like, no, it's a lot of work. He puts in a lot of editing time, I'd imagine. And just... sometimes I get bored and worn out playing a game for like an hour or two, and this is kind of his career, so he almost has a responsibility to stream for 8 hours a day. You know? And so it's.
He's the guy I'm getting ready to talk about is nowhere out near the level that this Ninja guy's at. One of the people that I used to watch was King Gathalion because I'm a big fan of Destiny.
Right.
You know, I hate it, and I also love it at the same time. But he used to kind of talk about, like, how to get where he's at. Like, he gave people a lot of pointers, and one of his big things was you can't take time off.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Bungie will invite him to an event and, you know, try and, you know, give him some inside information. And he's like, if you want to make streaming a job, you can't take the time off.
Yeah.
Somebody else is going to be online, and they're going to be covering the event that you're at, the one that you can't... Oh, yeah.
Got beaten by fireflies.
They're going to be covering the event that you're at, and you can't stream for, and they're going to take all the people, you know, they're going to take a certain number of your viewers that day.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's rough. Like,
yeah, it's not as easy or glorious as it sounds. Well, it is pretty glorious.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, I think it's
word.
A dream job. I think it's just one of those jobs that you have to commit to.
Right, and people underestimate.
Yeah.
People very much underestimate being a streamer. To your point about like you can't take a day off. I mean, I run an Instagram account, Blind Eye Games. Go follow them.
I did.
That was a good plug right there. That was solid. But I mean, so I run that Instagram account, and I try to post at least one thing a day. And on the days where I mess up and don't, my followers actually drop. I don't know. So, like, I don't follow people that intensely where I'm like, they didn't post today? Unfollow. Like,
people do, though.
People do. And it's crazy. And so for someone like Ninja, I mean, sure, a couple followers aren't going to hurt him because he's making it, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm totally on his side in this whole subject. I'm 100%.
Well, as far as what you've read.
What'd you say?
As far as what you've read, like what you know about.
Yes. Of course, I can't talk about anything behind the scenes. Obviously, me and Ninja aren't like buds, you know. But I mean, Ninja, we can be if you want to. Ninja, are you there?
And then tomorrow he pulls a PewDiePie and he's dropping like the N-word on his channel or something. You're like totally regretting this.
Oh no, what have I done?
No, I don't like him at all. He was wrong.
I've made a mistake. We have to go back. But so kind of leaving the Ninja train, but staying on the FortNite train. And we'll make this one quick because this one is somewhat old news as well. Recently, Epic and Google have had a little bit of a clash.
Yeah, we were talking about this the other day.
Yeah. Did you look into it?
I looked into it a little bit more. Okay, you explain the situation first, and then we'll talk about it.
Okay, so essentially, I'll try to make this short and sweet. So FortNite, everyone knows, is doing amazing. They are making a killing with FortNite, and it's not undeserved. They deserve every penny of it. They've created a great product. Everyone is really on board with it. And so they basically decided, hey, we don't need the Google Play Store to get our app out to Android devices. We're just going to make our own launcher and do it that way. And so Google, I would imagine, is feeling a little salty. You know, the #1 game in the world right now is not coming to your store. That would make me a little... I'd be more than a little sad about that from a business perspective.
Yeah, well, one of the big things too is that they get to keep 30% of the revenue of the game.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's huge. I mean, people are gonna download FortNite by the gallon. Like, no, it's...
I don't play FortNite, so
okay. Do
you have microtransactions or?
Yes. So I'm a very, very casual FortNite player. Just get that out there. I don't know.
Play it at all, so
okay.
I mean, you could be lying to me right now. It'd just be like,
well, in that case,
wow, okay.
To play, it costs $59.99, which is payable to me.
I just hand you my credit card, is that right?
Yes, that's correct. And you write a little note with your PIN number on it, and we go from there.
Social security number and all that. Okay.
Exactly. But oh, I'm out of ammo. So where was I? FortNite is doing well, creates its own launcher, doesn't need Google, right? And so Google is a little bit salty. But anyway, so Google performs and I don't understand how this really works because I'm assuming it doesn't sound like FortNite asked them to do an audit of their app, but they did. And they found this little bug somewhere deep in the code that essentially could potentially allow a backdoor for hackers or, you know, whatever. And so Google, according to their auditing policy, how it works is they tell the developers, like, hey, we found a bug. You've got 90 days to fix it before we basically tell the world that there's a bug in your game.
Yeah, because, like, as a company that big, you are legally required to inform the public that they could be at risk, but you have 90 days.
Yes, the developers have 90 days, which I think is reasonable. I actually think it's more than reasonable, a little bit. So yeah, Epic, though, jumps right on it. The bug is fixed the next day. Google tells them, they're like, oh snap, this is bad, this is serious, let's fix this. The next day, the bug is fixed, no more backdoor. Epic says, hey Google, we know that according to your policy, you've told us we fixed it, and so at this point, you're not held to the 90 days anymore, but Google, we're asking that you still honor that 90 days to give our users time to actually update their app to fix this bug. I think that's extremely reasonable. Google says, nah, fam, and tells the world the next day, like, hey, we just found this bug in Fortnite's app that allowed backdoor hackers, blah, 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 blah. And Fortnite is like...
They didn't want to inform you. Like,
yeah, yeah. And Fortnite's like, bruh, why would you do that? And I think that's a really low move. This is just my... Golly dang, we are garbage, man. This is my opinion on it. If a corporation as big as Google, so Google, if you have even touched the internet in your lifetime, probably chances are Google has some kind of information on you, right? Because, I mean, chances are if you've searched anything, you've used Google. So at the very minimum, they've got like your search history.
Yeah.
And so I think that a company as big as Google and that has their hand in so many different pots and on so many different consumers as Google does, I feel like you have a responsibility to almost everyone in the world because you're Google and you've touched that many people, right? I feel like you have a responsibility to protect those people, and by prematurely, oh, you're not in, jump in. Oh, oh, okay, sweet. But to prematurely say something like that could potentially put, I don't know, millions, maybe? Well, like, do you think it's that bad?
That's the thing that I was hearing, was that it's not the fact that Google is attacking Epic, right? It's more the fact that they're protecting themselves. Because Epic, you know, making a freeware program like that wants it to be something that anybody can download.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So Google's stance, as far as I could research, they were saying that they were protecting themselves because people would be using the search engine to find FortNite. Okay. And as it, you know, previously being a Google download, people would trust it.
Gotcha. Okay. Do you think that's just a cop-out, though?
I think it is kind of spiteful. But, like, I do get it.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I don't know quite where I stand on that, because I feel like Epic does kind of have, like, some kind of, you know, legal grounds to stand on where they could come after Google for some kind of slander or, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, not slander, that's not the word. Like,
defamation?
Defamation of character.
Yeah.
Yeah. That might not even be the right word, too, but, you know.
Yeah. I'm slightly more, I gotta say, I'm slightly more on Epic's side. Because I think in them asking Google to give them the 90 days, I think maybe that's a bit more than is probably necessary. But I think Epic came at it from a stance of, we're trying to protect our players. We don't want you to make this announcement, and now every hacker in the world has heard, oh, there's a back door in Fortnite's app. Okay, let's do it. I think Epic was coming at it from a place of, let's protect our players, give them a little bit more time to update their app, because not everyone updates their apps daily or sometimes even weekly. I think maybe 15 to 30 days would have sufficed. And so Google, according to, I mean, just going off of Google's, you know, auditing policy, they had every right to share it the day after Epic fixed it. They're not, by their own policy, they're not held to the 90 days. And that's kind of where it's a gray area for me, where I don't really understand it, because it's their policy, but you're dealing with other companies. You know what I mean? So how do you just automatically enforce your policy on them? I mean, unless Epic, you know, agreed to something in the beginning, then okay, they signed it over, they're done. They don't really, legally, they don't have any leg to stand on. But going back to the ethical leg to stand on, I think that Google could have been slightly more responsible in how they released the information. Yeah, do you have any more thoughts on that, or?
No, I mean it's just a big cluster of problems trying to keep it PG.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel you. And I think we got where you were going. Yeah, and so this is the last thing I'm gonna harp on FortNite about. What do you think it will take to kill off FortNite?
Now, when you say FortNite, do you mean Battle Royale games, or do you mean FortNite?
I mean knocking FortNite off the top.
I think if anybody's going to do it, I think it's going to be FortNite.
Like they're going to shoot themselves in the foot?
Oh yeah, it always happens. Like, you know, you could say that FortNite wasn't even the first one to create the Battle Royale system, but they're the ones who got popular with it.
Right.
You know, Call of Duty's done it. Battlefield is doing it currently.
Yeah, and Black Ops 4 is gonna have it.
Oh, I'm not talking about the Battle Royale system. I'm talking about like being knocked off their pedestal.
Gotcha.
You know.
My apologies.
I think FortNite is gonna be the one to do themselves in at some point, because the Battle Royale system is never going away. Like, you know, like when shooters came out, it's not like Doom had a bad sequel at some point, and then everybody was like, you know what, I think we're done with the shooter.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you. I was trying to think back to other games that have been huge in the past that you don't necessarily hear about anymore, and one that came to mind, and you may disagree with me, you may think that this game is still up on its pedestal, but I thought of, and I should throw this disclaimer out here, I've never played this game other than going to a friend's house and playing a couple rounds, but Halo. Yeah. I feel like Halo was the king of the hill for a really long time. And now, yes, there are the cliques of people that, Halo is still real to them, dang it!
Well, I mean, Halo 1, 2, and 3 are still great games. It's just, it was Bungie.
Yeah.
Bungie was the one, doing the really good, solid Halo. Oh God. Okay. Hey, we both got 25.
Hey.
Yeah.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you. I only died.
Well, I mean, they were going off to do bigger and better things. Destiny 1. Very solid game.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, I mean, I think Call of Duty with Modern Warfare 1 kind of stole their spotlight. Stole their thunder.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Still a very solid game, but, like, everybody complains about, what was it, Halo 4. I played it. It was a very awkward, short campaign. Like, I never played 5, but I heard, like, half the game isn't even about Master Chief, so...
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not even a Halo player, and I'm like, it's not about Master Chief. Don't even talk to me.
It's just like other Spartan that's like trying to kill him throughout the game or something. I don't know.
Weird.
Yeah.
Weird, man. So it's either going to be the Epic messing up, doing something that players hate.
I guarantee it.
Or pulling a Halo where Epic says, okay, guys, we're just kind of going to step away from FortNite. We're going to let it run. The servers will still be there. We're just not going to put effort into it.
Well, like in Bungie's case, they were taken over by a different company, 343.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So, like, somebody steps in, they try and, do a better job than the people who made it what it is.
Right.
Yeah. It's just not the same anymore.
So, one more side question off of that. I know you said you're not a FortNite player yourself. Never played it.
Kind of
so
proud.
No, I mean, it's impressive to not be on the FortNite train, honestly. Let's say that in the future it is another game that knocks FortNite off the top. And let's just for shiggles, let's say that it is another shooter. What do you think that shooter will have to upstage Fortnite? Like, what would it take from a gameplay perspective or from a development perspective to beat Fortnite? Because right now, Fortnite, it feels like a steamroller, man. Like, nothing that's coming out, nothing else that people are playing are even getting close to its level of popularity. So it's like, okay, Epic came up with a unique design of shooter and slash builder. So what does it take?
If I was another game developer, what do I have to do to take that away from them?
Right. What do you have to put in your game, your shooter, to beat Fortnite?
Okay, I mean, I'm saying this as somebody who's not a fan of Fortnite in the first place. I think that Call of Duty might have a chance. Like, really solid gameplay. The idea of a more arena-style shooter sounds cool to me.
Yeah.
Like, I would actually play Battle Royale if it's a first-person shooter, gameplay's really solid, and I'm picking up random weapons, like, throughout the match. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not necessarily saying that Call of Duty will do it, but that's the idea I would have.
Gotcha. To hit on your point about the Call of Duty Battle Royale, I've always been more of a, at least when it comes to shooters, I've always been more of a fan of the first person perspective. And so instantly when you say, okay, Call of Duty has a Battle Royale, I automatically feel like I will like it more than Fortnite. And again, a disclaimer, like, I'm not a huge Fortnite player. I will maybe play 5 matches a week. Like, it's not my thing. I have fun when I play it, you know, but it's not my thing. I don't really get into it. But then again, like, I don't know. I say I'm not like a Call of Duty bro, but we're playing Call of Duty.
Well, I mean, honestly, when was the last time you really had fun with Call of Duty?
Black Ops 1.
Yeah.
Honestly,
it's gotten really stale. Like, them basically stealing this idea from Fortnite, like, might be the best thing for them. They have a name, you know? Like, Call of Duty is still a big name. I've definitely gotten bored, and, like, I bought this game a while back, and I didn't enjoy it, but, you know, it's a standard. Call of Duty comes out once a year.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm always gonna buy it. I feel like not that I'm like, yes, the next Call of Duty is coming out. But like you mentioned earlier, it is always a solid shooting mechanic. Like, they have mastered the art of the first-person shooter. And so I buy, and I feel like I'm the outlier here, but I buy Call of Duty games for the campaign. I honestly do.
This one's not going to have a campaign.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I'm still going to get it because the Battle Royale is new to the Call of Duty franchise. So I want to get it to give it a shot just to see. But yeah, I mean, I buy Call of Duty for the campaign because sometimes you just want to play a really solid first-person shooter for 10 hours and then put it down, you know? And so Call of Duty has always done that for me. It's always been okay, I can put 10 hours into this shooter. I'll get a good or bad, you know, story. Oh boy.
There was a guy behind me.
Gotcha. No problem. But it's always gonna be what it's gonna be. You're gonna, well, I say that now. Black Ops is not having a story, but you're gonna get what you're gonna get, and it's always gonna be that 10-hour shooter experience for me. So I am excited to see, oh boy, what comes from the Battle Royale. So I don't know. We'll see.
My personal opinion is I'm glad to finally see them do something new in the 10 years that this game has been coming out.
And you never know. Maybe this is exactly what Call of Duty needs to revive the franchise. In the sense of bringing back the old players that have left, kind of thing. So I don't know. We'll see how Call of Duty is. We'll see where FortNite goes. We shall see. We shall see. But hey guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up segment 1 here. Thank you for staying with us. Oh, that was a convenient death. Hang with us.
Slander nothing.
No, that was unscripted,
and we've been doing know about so that. Well. You know,
yes.
Man. Believe it.
We've gotten to a grand total of 5 rounds. That's gonna bring us to the end of segment 1. Stay tuned. You do not want to miss segment 2, where we are diving into Vikings, Wolves of Midgard for segment 2, Unsung Heroes. I feel like I went really like Queenie when I went like that. I was trying to do a 2, not the like A. Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us into segment 2, Unsung Heroes.
I've never heard of this game.
Not many people have, dude. It's obviously, as you can see, it's Vikings, Wolves of Midgard.
And I guess that's the whole point of the show. Unsung Heroes.
Yeah. So Unsung Heroes, what it is basically us sitting down and playing a game that not many people have heard of, and basically, well, I was gonna say convincing people that you need to get it, but I guess it could go either way. It could go, you've never heard of this game, and there's a reason it sucks. Or maybe you've never heard of this game and you need to check it out because it's awesome.
Or at the very least showing something, people something they've never seen before.
Exactly. So one of the big reasons that I wanted to do Vikings for this segment is because the front of the box makes a very interesting boast. And oh, it's right here. So I'm going to try to let you guys see this. Oh, it's hard to see. There we go. It says a true competitor to the Diablo series. Yeah, so a little bit of background. Me and my wife, so my wife's not really a gamer. She'll play them with me, if I like force her to. But there was
like literally holding her down.
Oh yeah, like put the controller in her hands. Yeah. But there's like one style of game that she's always latched onto. Yep. And that is that top-down isometric hack and slash.
Yeah.
Right? So
dungeon crawler.
Yes, exactly. Dungeon crawlers. So like Diablo 3 is one of her favorites. There is Dungeon Siege. There is that, we're talking like PS3 like low-key PS3 games. Untold Legends Dark Kingdom. No, still nothing?
No.
That's okay.
I think I played Diablo 1 or 2.
Okay.
At a friend's house.
Gotcha.
One time.
Gotcha. Right.
And I've seen videos of Diablo 3.
Gotcha. So what do you so of the videos that you've seen of Diablo 3, I mean, what do you think? It's pretty standard, right?
I could see how people could dump hours into the game.
Right. It's all about the loot.
Yeah.
So I just that boast caught my eye. A true competitor to the Diablo series, so I wanted to check it out and see, okay, is this a true competitor?
Yeah.
Or are you just like, I don't know, overestimating yourself?
Is it underrated? Is there something
right?
There? Let's dive into it a little bit.
So the first thing you come up to when you open the game is your character creation. And this is for player 1, so I'll go ahead and make my character. Do you want to be the man or the woman?
Oh, I'm going to be the lady.
You're going to be the lady?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. I'll be the warrior.
I'm trying not to get anybody in trouble here. I'm going to do it.
Yeah. I appreciate that, man. Good looking out. Shield maiden, warrior. Okay, So we'll go ahead. We'll get some hair. Well, hold on. Let me change my hair color first, because black. There we go. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, he rotates.
Do you think the female Viking also gets a nice, glorious beard?
Oh, if she doesn't, she should. So Calypso, if you're listening to this, you need to step up your female hair game.
He kind of looked like Kratos for a second. Like, look at that.
Whoa. Yeah. Boy. Now I'd be like, girl. Girl, no.
Hey, girl.
That's a little too metal for a Viking, I think. I mean, not that there's... Well, no, okay. I need to rephrase that, because Vikings are very metal.
Yeah.
A little too, like, progressive metal. You know, too modern.
Anybody listening likes Vikings and metal, check out The Sword. The first 2 albums are really good.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay. Good plug there. All right, I'm going to go with this interesting hairstyle. Oh, we get to pick our beard, because you wouldn't be... Oh
my God. Can I change? Can I also be a guy with a... No, just go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't know. Do you want me to be a shield maiden?
No. You go ahead.
All right.
Yeah,
I mean, this is an epically braided beard right here. Oh, look at that. Look at that. What?
Oh my God,
I'm so jealous. 5.
Still not bad.
Hey, that's you, man.
Yeah,
that's you.
True.
Oh, that should be you.
It's just a number right there. Okay.
Oh no, there's nothing intimidating about him.
Nah.
I mean, other than his muscles.
You need to go with the 4.
Yes.
Yeah, that
yes,
one right
absolutely.
There. Yep.
No tattoo.
I guess it's like 5 beards.
Yeah. Oh, the top, the side 2. Those are his mustache.
That's an epic.
Those are coming off of his mustache.
Yeah.
What?
That's almost Tom Selleck status right there.
Oh, that's beyond Tom Selleck.
I don't know. It's kind of the perfect mustache.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. All right, tattoo. You gotta have tattoos as a Viking. You can't. Whoa, that's intense. Okay, this is looking.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, we get to choose my deity now. Here's the one-handed god of war, law, justice, heroic glory. Okay. Oh, okay. So I guess who you choose as your deity determines your weapon set. Okay. Oh, a staff. Which one do you... Okay, so I got the male Viking. You tell me which weapon set you want.
Oh, I don't really care.
Okay.
I mean, I've never played the game before, so
gotcha.
I can't really tell you which one I want.
True. I've always been a fan of dual wielding.
Okay.
I like the dual wielding axes. I'm going to go for it. Thane also fun.
Right?
Sounds good to me. Let's do it. Alright, so now we'll hit multiplayer, couch co-op. What do you want, man? You want to be a peasant? I love that. Peasant. Or a warrior, or a jarl, or an Einher jarl?
No, I don't know.
I'd like to get past the first level, so maybe we'll skip Einher jarl. Or Yar.
Let's go to warrior.
Warrior. Okay.
Yeah.
Taking the safe road. All right. Here. Oh, you can be a warrior. Nice. Sweet.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be the chick.
Dang, that's some metal hair too.
Look at all that hair.
Dang.
We saw dreads were pretty.
Got some dreads. Okay. Yeah. All right. Hey, go for it, man.
I don't know. Oh, it's much more metal though.
It does. I love that she's got like braids where the sideburns would be. That's hilarious to me. That is pretty cool. I like it. You get to pick jewelry?
Yeah. Take that.
Man, I ain't getting no jewelry. Ooh, pronounce that name. Oh, never mind.
Oh, no.
Never mind. You're not gonna be Krefna?
Yeah, I'm not gonna go by a name I can't pronounce. Okay.
Krefna.
Let's see.
Okay.
Snorf.
I definitely thought you were going for Snorlax.
Okay.
Snorf and
Herbigurb.
What is I was like, what is my name? I forgot.
Exactly.
Okay. So this is kind of the typical intro to a.
I like it though. It's like
crawler.
it's all like drawn out and stuff.
Yeah.
Art style looks pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm digging it.
I would much rather see this than somebody aim for like really good cinematics and not being able to hit it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about the time that me and Jamie tried to do a Let's Play?
No. What game did you do?
Okay, so I buy a lot of games. I don't always end up playing them.
Right.
But I was thinking Secret of Mana would be a good one because
Okay.
I've never played Secret of Mana.
I've heard really good things about it. I haven't either.
It's an RPG, so it's a terrible idea, by the way. So keep that in mind for future games.
Okay.
Right? But we put it in, and me and him are sitting there, and we're trying to do a Let's Play.
Mm-hmm.
Never done anything like that before. And it's like, wow, sure did beat up that guy. That's a really, wow, look at that attack. What is this, candy? And stuff, and he's not helping me at all. Like, I'm like looking at him like, please God help me, say something. And he goes, and I'm like, thank God. And I'm like trying to make up stuff, and he's like going for his phone, and he goes, puts away his phone real quick, and he goes, Secret of Mana was a game that was released in 1993. And I'm like, just staring at him like,
That was it? That was what you went for? Oh gosh, okay.
Okay.
Right stick rolls.
oh, that's cool.
Alright, square does nothing. Whoa. Okay.
X is...
Ah.
Okay, circle doesn't do anything. Triangle doesn't... Oh, it's down at the bottom.
Oh.
I think.
Yeah, sorry, if you see us looking like this, like we're trying to see over something, it's because we are. We have our... Oh!
Goblin!
We have our camera set up, and the height that we need it to be at is kind of in the way.
Okay, so there's a cooldown on our L2.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, another guy. Okay.
Alright.
Okay, so this red stuff that we're collecting from enemies, it's actually enemy blood. We collect the blood of our enemies. How...
Still metal.
How metal is that? That's pretty good. Hey, talk about that thing you told me the other day about, like, the frost giant... the frost giant translation.
Well, I heard that they're not actually frost giants, that Jotunheim translates more to devour or something, or taker or something. So, you know how the English language is. Like, some things can be misinterpreted there.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, something interesting to note about this game. Man, they go down pretty easy.
I know. Like, I'm feeling like we really could have done expert.
Yeah. Sounds like what, 2-3 hits maybe? Maybe it'll ramp up after the...
Yeah, this has to just
intro.
be like
like
an easy
get
section.
used to the controls kind of thing.
Yeah.
But something that you guys watching didn't see because we started the video after we had loaded it up. This game is actually developed with Unity.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so if you are kind of into developing at all, you've probably heard of Unity, you probably know what it is pretty well. If not, it is a game engine that is free for anyone to download and use. You can make your own games. It's a really cool piece of software. And so...
Sword picked up wood.
Oh gosh. That's great. Okay, this guy's a little bit harder. But this game is made with Unity, and I think it's really cool because most of the games that you see made with Unity are mobile apps. The biggest one that I can think of right offhand is Hearthstone from Blizzard.
Oh.
You know, the mobile trading card game.
Yeah.
That's made with Unity. And I would dare to say historically, Unity has kind of been not limited. I don't want to use the word limited because it definitely has the capabilities to be a major platform game engine. Just for some reason, it kind of has that stigma to it for being for mobile apps, and it just kind of stuck.
It seems like the budget option.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, because like any big game you see, any of the Arkham games, they all seem to use Unreal.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. And there are a plethora of Unreal. Ooh,
somebody's word of the day.
That word though.
Yeah.
But there's a ton of videos out there that compare, Unreal to Unity.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are, they'll make scenes and environments that are pretty dang close to each other. I think Unreal definitely still has the upper hand. Oh, sorry, I didn't see the button prompt. Darn you, camera. I think Unreal definitely has the upper hand still because, for one, they've been doing it a lot longer and they've had a lot more time to dump into their engine than Unity has.
Yeah.
But it's just really cool seeing a game developed on Unity that looks good. I mean, what do you think about it visually so far?
I mean, it seems fine.
Yeah, I think the artwork is pretty cool.
Yeah, the artwork's the best part of the game so far. I mean, in my opinion, but
right.
Yeah, like all of the combat and stuff. It's simple, but it looks good.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just really exciting to see a game made with Unity and made well so far. Granted, we're 10 minutes in, maybe.
Yeah.
So far, it seems made really well. And so it's really cool to see that on a major platform like PlayStation 4. I think it's really cool.
I will say it does kind of suck a game that at least came out for the PS4 has such long loading screens.
Yes, these are really long loading screens.
Yeah.
So mark that as a negative to the game. Not a deal breaker, but just kind of annoying a little bit. Oh, okay, so let's go over here real quick. There's something really cool. So this is how you level up your characters. Remember the blood? We literally make sacrifices to the altar of enemy blood.
Oh my god.
Yeah. How intense is that?
Okay.
Talk about metal.
Yeah.
And so we can hit... Oh, I think you have control of it. You can hit X to sacrifice blood.
Upgrade.
And that'll... So upgrading is cool. So you can actually... and I know all this because I've read up on it before we played. I played maybe 15 minutes of it so far.
Okay.
On my own. But you can actually upgrade the altar itself. So that every time that you come back in and sacrifice blood to it, it gives you more of a status boost. Or stat boost, not status. But yeah, it's just kind of your general... You pick what to level up, you have 1 point kind of thing. Don't know why.
It seems to actually make you go faster.
Yeah.
Like... I didn't mean to do that. Oh no. Okay, let's run beside each other.
Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, we're going to race. Viking race. All right.
Viking race.
Hey, wait. I don't know what you got. Okay, come right here. We'll count it off. On three. On three. Wait, are you rolling or am I rolling?
You roll.
I'll roll. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Hey! It's okay.
Okay, my bad. Come on.
It's okay. All right. Now, on 3.
All right. You just said 3.
We've got an internet troll over here.
Okay.
All right.
My bad.
1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, he's pulling away. He's pulling away. Okay, very nice. Mark that experiment as done.
Another
loading screen. Look at that. My guy just said, "Blood for Asgard! I cannot be stopped." Can we eat wolf? There's only one way to find out. I like the little text pop-ups. They're not exactly meaningful, but they're fun. There's a Tomty inside.
Oh, my gold!
Oh! You're one of those guys that just steals other people's gold, huh? You're like, finders keepers, bump that.
Who said it's your gold?
I hit the chest.
I don't know. Maybe Snarf likes to buy nice things.
Oh, the birds are actually attacking us. I didn't... Wait, am I dead? I'm dead.
So. Where's your gold?
Hey!
Hold on. Ah!
Oh, you have to bring me back.
Okay.
Oh.
I can erase you.
Okay. Let me check that out real quick.
Okay.
Okay, so here my 2 weapons are equipped. If I go here... Oh, okay, okay.
What, so you get 2 big hammers?
No. I can only hold one of them.
Oh, okay, so it's...
Yeah, so like if I go here, like that's the same hammer.
And I wish there was some way to kind of mix it up, like if there was like a heavy and a light, but it seems like there's only, you know...
Yeah,
like
one attack and then your special down there, which I guess maybe you could call that your heavy. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, we need to find a fire. I forgot about this. Okay, so there is a mechanic in the game. Oh, here it is. It's this one. So you see that little bar on the bottom? There is kind of a survival element to the game. As you're out in the cold, you probably noticed it. The colder that we got, the more that bar filled up. There was kind of ice building around the edge of the screen. And so once that bar fills up, our health starts being depleted. So we have to find a fire to warm up. So it's kind of like an added survival element to the game.
Okay.
Kind of another thing to manage as you're playing, I guess.
And L1 seems to be some kind of like health
gotcha.
Or something.
Okay. Cool. I kind of feel a little bad for like just destroying these goblins' homes. Like, what if that's why they're attacking us?
They're like, the women and children, save them.
Protect them all.
The humans are at it again.
And we're like, forget this TP. Whack.
It's kind of hard to tell sometimes when the enemies are actually dead.
Yeah, it gets very clustered when, especially when me and you are both in the same area fighting.
Well, I mean, not only that, it's like, you know, the models don't really look much different.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's very true.
Well, it means like side story or something. I think it's Gaiden.
Gaiden. Okay, we'll go with that.
I'm probably wrong, but just blame me, not them.
Oh, final arena.
There we go.
But I remember I picked up the Ninja Gaiden, the first one that came to PS3, and I got to the first boss and couldn't do it. And I was just like, alright, we're done.
Yeah.
What is...
I mean, not gonna lie. Yeah, I've gotten stuck there before, too.
Yeah, it kind of stinks because, I mean, I think, you know, just ninja stuff in general is really cool. And so I was really excited for the game, and then I couldn't. Okay, so the red circles, apparently, bring you some warmth back. You can stand in them. And the blue circles are some kind of ice attacks. Looks like. Oh, that's not fair! There's an ice attack right on top of the heat circle. Oh, so we have to damage his throne to get him out of there. Okay. Alright. Oh, there he is. Hello, sir. Wait, was that... Oh. I can't see myself. Yeah, we're at the bottom of the screen, which is conveniently blocked by the camera. I have to figure out a new camera setup.
Oh, it's all good.
Before next time.
I'm really just complaining because I'm doing bad at the game.
Well, I don't think we're doing bad.
We haven't died yet.
Well, I've died. So, maybe I'm doing bad. But you're doing pretty good.
No, I think we're both doing pretty good.
We are on, like, baby mode, though.
Yeah.
Oh, man, my health is really low. Whoa. Did you just go rage mode?
Yep.
Nice. Oh, did you get him?
I think so.
Whoa. It is written. Nice. Hey, you got some warm boots.
Yeah.
Every shield maiden and Viking needs some warm boots.
I hope they're Uggs.
Oh yeah, we should look at them if we can. Boots, boots and cats, and boots and cats, and boots and cats, and boots and cats. Wait, we were just in a loading screen.
That was the exposition, I guess, and this is the loading screen.
They should combine them. Calypso, this is my complaint. Combine your loading screens and your, what'd you call them? Exposition?
Yeah.
Nice. Good term. I like it. Calypso. Do better. Oh, it's really weak. It's okay. It's range.
Hold on. What about that big, like the big hammer?
Ooh, that's pretty tough. Well, I'm gonna give the ranged weapon a shot.
Okay.
See what happens. As you would expect, it shoots an arrow. Alright, so I've basically moved to a long-range support character. I'm down with that though. Time out. As soon as you kill him, I shot the wolf with an arrow and his head came off.
As they do.
Well, it looks like our video clip has stopped saving, so we'll go ahead and stop there. So thoughts on Vikings?
I think it probably could be a pretty cool game. Like, obviously, we only played like an hour.
Did
tops.
we even play? Yeah, if that. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like how it feels like you're so limited in the first 2 missions. Like, yeah, there's a lot of places to explore in that first map, but just all looks the same.
Yeah. And maybe things would be different when we went on that other map. Perhaps, but so to go back to the Diablo question, which I mean I know you haven't played Diablo, so I guess this will probably be more me talking to this question.
Yeah.
Is it a true competitor to Diablo? In spirit, I'm gonna say yes. Even the menus look very similar. Diablo has like that radial menu where you choose all your loadouts and everything.
As somebody who's never played it, I think like probably if you're done with Diablo 1, 2, and 3, is there a 4th one?
No, not yet.
This might be something good to pick up for what, like $10 or something, $5?
Yeah, I got it for $19.99.
Yeah.
New, I believe. So if you can find a used copy, yeah, I'm sure it would be in that under $9 or under $10 range. I think yeah, I agree with you. If you have that Diablo itch that you're trying to scratch, I definitely think this game would do it for you. To be honest, I'm not sure how much fun it would be if it wasn't co-op.
Oh, you think playing this by yourself, you think it would be kind of a drag?
I think so. No, you know what? I'm not even going to say I think so. I'm going to say what I don't know. I think maybe it could be.
Yeah. I mean, because personally, I think if I was playing this by myself and I wasn't really worried about entertaining somebody else, I think I'd probably dump a few hours into it.
Okay. And I haven't looked at it. A few hours might get you through the game.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't know.
So? Yeah, like a few.
Maybe.
Like in regards to like 3 to 10 hours.
Yeah, 3 to 10. Yeah. Is it going to replace Diablo? Knock Diablo off the shelf? Absolutely not.
No.
There's a fluidity to the gameplay that Diablo has that this game is kind of lacking.
More polished.
Right. Absolutely more polished. And I looked into Calypso a little bit, the team that developed Vikings, and this is way out of their normal style game.
Really?
Really. Their style game seems to be more, it looks like Civilization and Age of Empires.
Okay.
More of a strategy. The term for those games is slipping right through my head, but kind of where you're like the overlord of the game and you're telling groups of people what to do as opposed to an individual character. So, in that
sense, really
sense,
interesting to find out if that translated well to like the skill tree, you know.
Ooh, yeah,
and
yeah.
like all the
and that is something.
Stuff.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I'm kind of losing my train of thought while I was saying it. I'm like, good things and stuff.
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
Good.
But that's something that we didn't really have time to necessarily get into is the skill tree. And actually, now I'm thinking about it, it might be more than a 10-hour game. Because we didn't even dive into the skill tree, but the skill tree looked pretty big.
Yeah.
So maybe it does get really deep. And we didn't load any of the bars at the bottom with other moves other than that one move that I guess we just automatically got.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I think that Vikings is a good first entry into this genre.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Calypso had some great ideas. I like the survival system. The combat was a little easy. Then again, we played on normal mode. I could see that being hellacious. I'm using good words today. What in the world? I could see that getting very hard to handle, especially if you up the difficulty a little bit. So like the enemies are dealing more damage, you've got to pay more attention to the enemies. And you could lose track real quick of where that freeze bar is.
That's true.
I mean, it got me a couple times just on normal mode.
I don't really like the idea of having to fight the game, though. Like, I understand fighting enemies and stuff, but adding in, like, an environmental issue like that, like...
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, and I want to throw a disclaimer out there. Dustin hates survival, like, resource management games. Is that accurate? Games like Ark, Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those style of games. Yeah.
So that freeze thing is very much an element of that style and genre of game.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind that, you know, for you that wasn't your thing, you didn't like it. If you don't mind that so much,
it might be pretty cool for you.
Yeah. I'm kind of indifferent to it. I think it added another thing for me to kind of be conscious of and gave the game a little bit of
I guess it gives it a sense of urgency.
Yes, a sense of urgency, some tension. It gives tension to the game. Whereas the enemies were really easy, then you have this freezing element to add in. So it's pretty cool. But overall, I mean, it's fun. I had fun.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's the point of games, right? To have fun. Well, most of them. There are some games out there where it's like, you are not supposed to have fun with this game.
From what we've played, if it's on sale, it's on a flash sale. If you pick it up, you might be happy with it. Like if this Diablo's your style of game, like you might dig this.
Absolutely. So that's gonna wrap up this first episode and first segment 2 of Unsung Heroes, Vikings, Wolves of Midgard. If you like what you saw, hey, run out to the store, pick it up. It's not that expensive. You know, and if nothing else, it could be a good game to play when you don't have a lot of time to get into games. Because sometimes it's really hard. Games like God of War, for me, I want to be able to sit there and dump like 3 hours into it. But if you've only got, 30 minutes or so, flip on Vikings. Run through some wolves and some crows and
play
goblins.
A game that not everybody else is playing.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, before we completely wrap up, Dustin, you have a podcast. Yeah, so go ahead, tell everyone about your podcast real quick and where they can find you at.
You can find us on every major podcasting app. So we're called the Firebear Republic. I'm one of the co-hosts of that show. We're also on Instagram and Facebook under the Firebear Republic, and Twitter we are the Firebear Podcast.
Nice, awesome.
I just want to say too, we have some language on the show, so if that's an issue for you, just use your discretion. So
absolutely, good disclaimer. Good disclaimer. There's one other thing I want to do. What was it? Oh yeah. So I thought it would be cool at the very end of every episode to kind of just pick a a company that that we kind of think deserves a shout out, just because they're awesome. And I mean, it's not something you have to come up, or organization or anything. It's not something you have to come up off the top of your head with. Like I kind of prepared one that I thought was cool for this episode. There is an organization called Take This.
Take This.
Take This. And it is in reference to the Zelda. The line from Zelda, "Take this, it's dangerous to go alone."
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And so what it is I believe they are a non-profit organization. And disclaimer as well, they've not paid us to say this. They've not asked us for any advertising. This is just genuinely, I think it's a great organization. I feel like you guys should know about it. It's called Take This. You can find them at takethis.org. If you go up on the website, they've got some blogs. They've got a couple videos. They've got some contact information, but essentially it's a mental health organization that wants to center itself to be for gamers. I think that's so cool.
And give people with mental illness weapons.
No. Not a good idea, guys. But no, they if you find yourself in
it's dangerous, take this.
It's dangerous. Take this. Yeah. But no, if you're struggling with depression, or you're going through a hard time and you just need someone to talk to, you need a community to reach out to.
It's good to know somebody's there.
Exactly. I believe I looked into it and now I've forgotten, but I believe they have a number on their website. I think they're 24/7. I think. So if you ever just need someone to talk to, it's a good organization to get in touch with. Again, it is takethis.org. Take this, it is dangerous to go alone. And that's it. That wraps it up for episode 1 of Game Side Chats.
Wow, we did it.
Thank you so much for being a part of it, man. You made it possible. Thank you guys for tuning in and sticking with us. We're going to try to make this at least a bi-weekly thing. Weekly would be cool. But we'll see. So, hey, subscribe to the channel to stay in touch. You can find us on Instagram at Blind Eye Games. That's no spaces, all lowercase, Blind Eye Games. So go there, give us a follow, subscribe to the video, give it a like.
I did.
All that other stuff. So we've got one.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But dude, thanks again for being on the show today, man.
No problem.
You're a champ. Thank you guys. Have a great week. Mjolnir!